A small figure walks out onto the massive stage. He is only 10 years old. Compared to the size of the theater, he looks almost tiny. His clothes are simple, his posture polite, and his smile shy but hopeful. He introduces himself with a soft voice and says he is from the Philippines. The audience responds with gentle applause, not yet realizing that they are about to witness something unforgettable. One of the judges leans forward with curiosity. Simon Cowell looks at the young boy carefully, the way he always does, trying to read confidence, nerves, and potential all at once. He asks a simple question about why the boy chose opera, a genre most children his age wouldn't even consider. The boy smiles and explains that opera makes him feel strong, and when he sings, he feels like his voice can fly. The audience chuckles softly, charmed by his innocence. Opera is demanding. It requires control, power, and emotional depth. Many adults spend years training before they can sing even a single aria properly. A 10-year-old choosing opera feels almost impossible. Skepticism floats quietly through the room, though no one says it out loud. The music begins. At first, there is silence, and then the boy opens his mouth. In the very first note, the entire atmosphere changes. A rich, powerful sound fills the theater, echoing from wall to wall. It is not the voice anyone expected. It is strong, controlled, and surprisingly mature. The audience gasps. Heads turn. People sit up straighter in their seats. Within seconds, disbelief spreads across the room like electricity. The boy stands perfectly still, focusing entirely on the music. His eyes close as he reaches for notes that seem far beyond his age. Every breath is precise. Every phrase is delivered with emotion that feels deep and genuine. This is not a child imitating opera. This is an opera singer, fully present in his art. The camera cuts to the judges. Simon's expression changes almost instantly. The usual critical look fade, replaced by shock and amazement. He leans back, eyebrows raised, as if trying to process what he is hearing. Another judge covers their mouth, eyes wide. The audience begins to applaud in the middle of the performance, something that rarely happens with opera. As the song continues, the boy builds power. His voice grows louder, richer, and more confident. The sound rolls through the theater like a wave. You can feel it in your chest. You can feel it in your heart. Some audience members already have tears in their eyes, overwhelmed by the beauty and purity of the moment. This young singer is not just performing notes. He is telling a story. You can hear struggle, hope, and passion in every line. It feels as though his entire life, his dreams, and his future are pouring out through his voice. The final note arrives. He holds it. And holds it. And holds it. The theater is completely silent, as if everyone is holding their breath with him. When he finally releases the note, the room explodes. The audience leaps to their feet in a thunderous standing ovation. Cheers, applause, and shouts fill the air. People are crying openly now, moved beyond words. The boy bows slightly, still looking a little confused by the massive reaction. He smiles, eyes shining, trying to understand what just happened. The judges stand up. Simon claps slowly at first, then faster, a wide smile spreading across his face. When the applause finally calms, he leans toward the microphone. He pauses, choosing his words carefully, something rare for him. He tells the boy that what they just heard was something very special, something you cannot teach, something you are born with. He admits that he did not expect this at all. Another judge praises the courage it takes for a child to choose opera and perform it on such a massive stage. They talk about how rare it is to hear such control and emotion from someone so young. The audience applauds again after every sentence. The boy listens quietly, nodding. Politely, his hands clasped together. He looks grateful, humble, and still a little overwhelmed. Then Simon does something unexpected. He looks at the other judges. He looks at the audience. He looks back at the boy. And he reaches for the golden buzzer. Time seems to slow down. The audience begins to scream, realizing what might happen. The boy's eyes widen, not fully understanding but sensing something huge is about to change his life forever. Simon presses the button. Golden confetti explodes from above, raining down like a dream made real. The theater erupts into pure chaos. Cheers, screams, and applause shake the room. The boy stands frozen for a moment, then covers his mouth in shock. Tears fill his eyes as he looks around, watching the golden confetti fall all around him. He drops to his knees, overwhelmed by emotion. This moment, this single decision, has just transformed his future. The judges rush onto the stage to hug him. Simon smiles warmly, telling him that this is a once-in-a-lifetime talent and that the world needs to hear his voice. The audience chants and applauds, celebrating not just a performance, but the birth of a star. Behind this magical moment lies a powerful story. The boy comes from a humble background in the Philippines. Music was not just a hobby for him, it was a source of hope. He practiced wherever he could, often without formal training, driven purely by passion and determination. Opera became his escape, his way of dreaming bigger than his circumstances. His parents supported him however they could, believing in his gift even when resources were limited. They watched him practice tirelessly, singing with a heart full of dreams. For them, seeing their child stand on one of the biggest stages in the world was already a miracle. Watching him receive the golden buzzer was beyond anything they had ever imagined. This moment is not just about winning a competition. It is about being seen. It is about a child from across the world proving that talent knows no age, no borders, and no limits. It is about the power of believing in yourself even when the odds seem impossible. The performance quickly goes viral. Millions of people around the world watch the clip, replaying it again and again. Comments flood in from every country, praising the boy's voice, his courage, and his humility. Musicians, vocal coaches, and opera lovers all agree that this is something truly rare. Many people say that this performance restored their faith in talent shows. Others say it reminded them of why music exists in the first place. For a few minutes, the world felt united, connected by a single voice and a single unforgettable moment. As the competition continues, the pressure increases. Expectations are higher now. The boy knows that people are watching, hoping he can live up to the moment that made him famous. But one thing is clear. No matter what happens next, his life has already changed forever. Backstage interviews show him smiling shyly, still in disbelief. He says he is grateful, that he wants to make his family proud, and that he hopes his voice can inspire other children to follow their dreams, no matter where they come from. Simon later reflects on the moment, saying that this is exactly why the show exists. To find voices like this. To give chances to those who might never have had them otherwise. To remind everyone that magic is real, and sometimes, it comes from the most unexpected places. The story of this 10-year-old Filipino opera singer is not just a viral video. It is a reminder. A reminder that greatness can come from anywhere. That age does not define ability. That passion, discipline, and heart can carry a person further than anyone ever expects. As golden confetti settles and the lights dim, one thing remains certain. The world will never forget the night a child stepped onto the stage of America's Got Talent and sang with the power of a lifetime. And as viewers, we are lucky to have witnessed it.